Hey, this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
I'm Josh Chomik.
And I'm Jordan Morris.
Welcome back, everybody. We were out last week. We are back with another week of news, New Jersey information, just all around life hacks around the state of New Jersey.
Some good vibes.
Some good vibes, potentially. Some of these stories get a little dark sometimes.
Well, that's the news.
Yeah.
If only the news was always good, then we probably wouldn't be a podcast.
Well, nobody would listen then.
People want the bad stuff. People want the drama. People want the deaths.
The ketchup fights.
That's like, remember during COVID, John Krasinski made like a positive news.
Yeah, that thing died.
It lasted like 2 seconds.
But,
They're like, all right, we want the negative stuff.
Did he get too busy with like filming movies and shows that he had to stop?
I don't know. I think it just died down because people got bored of it. They're like, I want to hear the
Enough
bad
with
stuff.
the good news.
Yeah, I want to hear the bad stuff again.
Well, you got to be honest. So, I mean, we have some stories that are good. Some of them are just indifferent. They're not bad. They're not good. They're just interesting. Like, I think those are good. But I think there's something in the human brain that itches for, like, the scoop. I want to know this. Like, that's why they call it the scoop, right? It's not like, you're not like, you want to know the dirt. What's really going on?
The Garden State Scoop.
Scoop it up for me. You know?
It's also harder just to find good stories in general because people don't like report something good happening. It's like only when like a crime happens that
But also
it gets picked up.
There is bad stuff constantly happening.
Yeah, but there has to be like an equal amount of good stuff. It's just nobody reports it.
No.
Like you're not going to report somebody.
Well,
like,
we have like one of our stories today is like a positive story, I guess. The one with the dog, but like at the end of the day, no one really cares.
yeah.
Especially if you're not a dog owner.
I have a few positive stories for you guys.
Give it.
Moody's upgraded New Jersey's credit rating from A1 to AA3.
Huge.
So we've got a better credit rating. That's number one. What does that mean? We'll get into those details later.
Absolutely nothing.
A Livingston teen with hearing loss started a free mentor program, Hear for Each Other, to connect younger kids to older peers.
Nice.
Okay.
Hear.
Should I keep going?
HEAR for each other.
Clever.
So in Asbury Park, the Asbury Hotel launched a Bruce Springsteen-themed Boss Suite,
Oh,
celebrating the local cultural heritage and attracting tourism.
wow.
So,
You guys could go there
You wanna
like
stay
on
in the-
family vacation.
the Boss Suite. Here's another one. Some Newark teens organized a large pizza party fundraising event aimed for a world record, which ended up raising $75,000 for local charities. So there you go.
Solid.
Some
There's
positive
That's a good one.
news
That's
right
a good
there.
one.
You know, some stuff is happening.
But at the end of the day, people read these headlines and then forget about it 5
cool.
minutes later. Oh, that's cool. Pizza party. They raised $75,000. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. I asked for more, and this is the next one it gave me. New Jersey legalizes human composting.
I saw this.
Is that a good story?
Well,
we should just cover this with the regular lineup
because
today.
because now when someone dies, you could actually
People are-
compost them. Like you can grow
I
a
feel
tree
like that's
out of them.
a neutral story. That's not really positive.
I think these people are getting freaky.
yeah.
No, I guess this is like no different than cremation. Probably better than cremation.
Well, remember
right?
we did a story about that like a year ago about like the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you don't get put into a coffin. You just get buried, and they plant a tree on you.
Yeah, so basically, Governor Murphy signed a bill making New Jersey just the 14th U.S. state to allow human composting as an alternative to burial or cremation. It's seen as a more suitable option, reducing land use and environmental impact.
So eventually, you become a tree.
Yeah, and like, what kind of tree would you guys be if you could pick any tree? What would you want to be?
What's the biggest tree? Is the oak tree?
I'd probably a redwood, but they don't grow
in
out
New
here.
Jersey, yeah.
I like
Aren't
a maple
oaks-
tree.
Maples.
That's mine.
Can you like choose to be a fruit tree? Can you be like an apple
yeah,
tree?
Of course.
Some people can eat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
how
have some. Let
beautiful
me
is
have a
that?
bite of Josh's apple.
Whoa. Pause.
I don't know if that's allowed. That might not be a part of the rules. I don't know if you could choose what kind of tree.
No, you got to be a fern. Imagine they make you just feel like that was red.
A nice
no,
little bush.
listen.
Josh
when you
in
die-
his house just planted. What are those that you just planted? Those bushes?
Oh, arborvitaes.
Imagine each one was a friend.
Yeah. Just get a line of all my friends. That sounds like
It's a good
a
memorial.
horror movie. But the larger point being here, I mean, we started with positive news. I guess that for some is positive. Jordan's right. That's neutral. But the positive news, nobody wants to hear it.
I got some positive news for you guys.
Go ahead.
It's finally fall.
Yeah.
Yes.
After that rain we had 2 days ago, I think it finally broke that humidity that we've been having for a whole month of September, where it was just hot, humid, and now it finally feels like fall. Go outside. It is gorgeous out.
Yeah, it felt amazing this morning.
We've been
the
waiting
little
for
chill.
it.
I was like, oh.
So is it looking,
Needed
if
it.
you look at the weather forecast, is it appearing as though that's the case?
Yeah, if you look at the 10-day forecast, it's all 60s and 70s from here on out. I don't think
Wow.
we're getting another 80-degree hot day.
Thank God.
The humidity's been low, thank goodness. And yeah, I think we might get a little nor'easter later this weekend, some rain. But the rain is good. We haven't had much rain, so we need that. And it's beautiful. I love this time of year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
That's very cool.
I mean, September was miserable. Would you guys agree? Like with the weather, it was obviously you have some warm days, but it felt like summer was never going away.
I thought the weather's going to last through October. And I'm looking at the forecast, Josh, and it's looking like you're wrong.
Ooh.
What do you mean I'm wrong?
I mean, next Wednesday we got a high of 71.
I said 60s and 70s.
Okay.
And 71, I don't think anyone's complaining about 71.
No,
like
that's a
I'd
good
take that.
temperature.
And, well, as long as the humidity is not in the hundreds,
Yeah.
like give it to me. I don't want it to be sticky out.
But when I think of fall, I think of, 50 to 65 degree days. That's fall.
Yeah, well, like this morning where it's like 50s, like low 50s.
Yeah,
Like
today was
stay
cold.
like this. It's so perfect.
I've been getting up early. I bought a house. The listeners, maybe we talked about that. Did we talk about that?
Weekend recap.
Did we talk about I bought a house?
Yes.
I've been getting up at like the crack of dawn, like 5 o'clock to go paint and stuff before work. Because we have to move this weekend. This is it. We have a timeline with the lease ending. And so I've been getting up early every day to go just paint for an hour or two. And I'm getting tired of the weather feeling different every single day. Like, I don't know if I should dress like with a hoodie on or if I should put a t-shirt on. Every day's been different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, now I think the mornings you have, you're safe to wear a hoodie every day now.
Okay, good. Good to know.
Especially early in the mornings.
I'm going to officially be moving Saturday to my house, which is my biggest. I know we're going to do a weekend
Massive.
recap. That's going to be the
Massive.
biggest update for me. Finally, I've been talking for 4 years in this podcast about buying a house. It's finally happened.
And no one came through. You had to do it yourself.
Yeah, I did it myself. Yeah.
Come on, guys.
No, I've been asking the listeners, someone sell me your house. But let's do a little
Weekend recap.
I want to hear about your guys' weeks. I want to hear what you've gotten into. I want to hear about the nitty gritty, if you will.
Love it.
Everything. I want to hear all the details. So Josh, you had mentioned a bit about your last weekend, and I'm jealous I wasn't a part of this.
It's huge.
Why don't you tell everybody what you did?
I ran an official half marathon.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without Josh Sobo over here, who back in March was like, Josh, you should get into running. You could run a half marathon by the fall.
I had even more confidence in you than that.
Well, you said you wanted to do the New York City Marathon with me. and I was like, I'm not ready yet.
I said if you start running, you'll be able to run a half marathon by 4th of July.
But that's crazy because it's like before I even ran a mile, I never, like in your head, you're doubting yourself. Because I ran 1 mile back in March and I was like, this is tough. And, hard work and consistency pays off and I was able to do it. And it felt really good. When I was running it the whole time, the last mile, I thought of you when I went to see you in Jersey City. And I saw you pass me at the finish, the finish line. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is what Josh was feeling when he was finishing his race." I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
it was painful
I'm doing it." My last mile, I finished with a really good time, but I started way too fast, and I learned my lesson. But like that last mile was pain.
Yeah.
And I was just running, and I could see the finish line from so far off. And it was the Jersey Shore Half Marathon at Sandy Hook. Really cool. It was a flat track, 2 loops. We'd love to do it with all you guys next year because it's an easy half marathon. And
I would love to do it.
I finished 104th out of like 800 people, which is crazy.
What was your final time?
Solid.
Hour 48, something around that.
Which is an average minute. What's your split? Your average split?
8:14, 8:15.
So you're running an 8:14 mile for a half marathon after 5-6 months of
like
training?
5 months, yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Crazy.
Very,
Yeah,
very good.
like I held like 750-ish for like the first like 6 miles and then I realized my mistake and I burnt
like, oh,
out.
shoot.
I got to work on more speed workouts leading up to it. But yeah, I'm happy it's over now. I can just go hard going into the winter. no big races until next year. Maybe we'll all do like the Asbury half or something. That'd be really fun.
And it's so
awesome.
much better to run now because it's not humid.
I know. I wish that was the thing too, which killed me. It was 80 degrees and
Yeah.
high humidity when I was running Sunday morning. I was like, "Are
Yeah,
you
like,
kidding me? It's
imagine it was,
breaking.
like,
It's breaking
65.
2 days later."
Yeah.
When I signed up, I thought I was gonna be safe. I was
Yeah,
like,
like
"Oh,
this-
October, we're gonna get 50-degree weather." Nope.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Now,
But
screw you, Josh. You got to suffer with the heat before it gets cold out. So that was my weekend. I'm very happy I did it. And it's crazy how I've been running now. And I'm a runner. And I'd never, 6 months ago, if you told me I would have done this, I would not have believed you. So it's crazy what you could do if you just put your mind to it.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, Josh.
That's awesome. Very, very good. Jordan, you had a little weekend recap.
Extravaganza.
What'd you
Yeah.
get into this weekend? Where'd you go?
I came back from Aruba. So I was there for almost 2 weeks on a honeymoon.
Aruba sounds. I know nothing about Aruba,
It's
but it
phenomenal.
sounds like I picture blue water,
Yeah.
sandy beaches.
So it's actually fully a desert, which I
Really?
didn't even realize.
Is it? It's not. Is it an island or is it connected?
It's
to,
an island, but it's very close. It's like 15 miles off of Venezuela. Like
Okay, because
north of it.
looking at the map, I was like, is this connected or
Really?
is there like water
But,
separating it here?
Like if you get away from the beaches, so like all the greenery and stuff there has all been like imported in to make it look tropical.
Really?
But if you get away from the beaches, like it's just
Really?
cactus everywhere. It's just sand. Like it's fully a desert.
Now, were you just like locked to the resort the entire time, or did you guys go on excursions that like brought you out to see like different
So
parts of the
we
island?
did do excursions where like we did like horseback riding in like the countryside.
Oh wow!
So I'm talking like there's cactus like 10 feet tall, like
Cool.
just completely surrounding you. We also did like a UTV tour, so it was like off-roading and like
Aruba is a 10-mile long island.
it's super small.
How is it that there are certain islands that are so that's
crazy.
really
Yeah, it's
small?
wild.
How long is LBI? Long Beach Island is 18 miles long. Long Beach Island is longer than Aruba.
wow,
Think about that.
such
and
a small
Aruba,
island.
Aruba is iconic. Everyone knows what Aruba is. I mean, for the most part, you've heard
Yeah,
of Aruba.
like everybody-
And there's a song which helps.
Yeah.
Aruba, Jamaica,
Yeah, Beach Boys.
Aruba, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Is that it? They
Did
say Bahama?
you just say Jaruba?
Well, you read it earlier. What is it? Aruba.
Jamaica,
Why they mentioned Jamaica?
Bermuda, Bahama, because they're just talking
Mention
about the
everything
islands.
in the
Just
Caribbean.
I thought it was just about Aruba.
Yeah.
No.
Like Caraco is right next to there. Is that how you say that?
I think it's Curacao.
Curacao.
Really? I always heard Caraco.
I think it's Curacao.
No, Curacao is right. You're right. But I know nothing about Curacao. But when you talk about Aruba, it's a random island.
But you want to know why?
Why? Tell me.
Everybody there is from New York or New Jersey.
Really?
That's vacationing or
Everybody.
works there?
Well, like a lot of people, like a lot of locals are like, oh yeah, my parents moved here, and then like they were born there, and they're like, yeah, my parents
Get
came
out.
from New Jersey, New York. But everybody visiting is from this area.
wow.
I don't know
Really?
why.
Is it you know how like when you go to like Dominican Republic or whatever, like I've been to some of these islands before, and it's like you leave the resort, it's like really like just poor and it's like a third world country. Is Aruba like when you leave the resort, is it beautiful or is it like
There's a
dangerous?
mix. There's a mix.
Okay.
It's not dangerous at all. Like that was one of the things like the locals were telling us. They're like, you could literally just walk around by yourself at night. They're like, no one's gonna touch you.
Wow.
No matter where you go.
Well, it's a 10-mile long island. How it can't be the best place to be a criminal. You got to have
No,
like
you're
a
not
very.
going
It's like
anywhere.
you're gonna
Well,
rob
that's-
the same guy once a week. Like it's.
Well, that's the thing. And like our cab driver on the way back to the airport was like telling us about the dating scene there and about how hard it is because it's like everybody knows each other. So it's
Yeah.
like he's like, I start dating someone, like find out my cousin dated her, blah blah blah. It's like, but it's the same thing with like crime, where like everybody knows each other.
It's interesting.
It's got a smaller population than Elizabeth. It's only like 100,000 people, so like
pretty cool.
everybody knows each other.
Hey, really quick, I just want to give a correction. I was looking at the map. You know, how there's the ledger on Google Maps. And
Way
it's-
off.
I was guessing based on the little thing, 10 miles, but Google's saying it's approximately 20 miles long.
Ooh,
So it is longer than LBI. I
It's
stand
right there
corrected.
though. It's right next to it.
But it's still, it's funny how all those islands swoop straight from South America up to Florida. When you look like
You do a little
Barbados, St.
tour.
Lucia.
Well,
I've
that's
never
why,
been to
you
any of these.
take a cruise. You're gonna stop at like a ton of those because it's like right
yeah,
along
just
the way.
like island hopping.
We should hit Trinidad and Tobago.
Ooh.
Jordan, what is one thing about Aruba that you would say is better than New Jersey? Just one fact.
They have no traffic lights.
Ooh,
Really?
Just stop signs?
No, it's all traffic circles.
The whole thing's a circle.
Every single intersection is a traffic circle.
Wow.
Which is phenomenal. I mean, it's like you never like you're stopped for like 3 seconds and you go through like.
Why can't we do that?
Yeah, why can't we do that?
Come on.
I was thinking about like that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm like because if there's ever a power outage, like nothing changes with that.
Besides foot traffic, which would elicit like everybody gets a red light for 10 seconds so people can cross. Like
Okay.
the circle just stops.
With they stop. Like if you even make any kind of motion, like you're gonna cross the street, everybody like slams on their brakes. It's actually hilarious. Like Olivia and I were like laughing about it the whole time. Like if you just like even like look like you're about to cross the street, everybody just stops. Like even no matter
Wow.
what the road was, everybody just stops and lets you cross.
See, it sounds like everyone's in a good mood over there. No one's like upset,
yeah.
and people are just living their best lives.
Yeah, everybody's just like
Let's
everybody's
just
chilling.
move to Aruba. It sounds like the
That's what I'm
perfect
saying.
world.
It's just all it's all New Jersey people anyways.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm curious. Now, you made a really good point because New Jersey traffic is obviously a big disaster. And when you think about it, we're so stuck in a system in America of the way we do traffic. You have the traffic light. And that's not just America. That's most of the world. I think most of the developed world uses traffic lights. Is there not a better way?
Well, Josh,
The traffic
no.
circle is
The
the better way.
traffic circle makes
It's the
sense
solution.
because then you never stop. Everyone just keeps going.
But look at New Jersey. Like every single town, the grid. How many roads and intersections? How are you going to do a circle in every single intersection?
Well, you don't have to do it's like the major ones. So like they did have stop signs there, but like any major,
the major roads.
intersection is just a traffic circle. And it reduces like traffic deaths and everything because, accidents you're not getting T-boned, you're just getting sideswiped when you're going into a circle.
So I asked AI. I was just curious, and the main reason is roundabouts need a lot more space, which makes sense if you think
Yeah.
about the roundabout.
That's my argument. Yeah.
They're huge. They got to be really huge. The other thing though is uneven traffic volume. So a green light can stay longer green for one flow of traffic when there's more cars coming because they can know the traffic patterns. I will say, on the topic of traffic lights, last night I went to White House Station, New Jersey. You guys know White House
Good
Station
spot.
well?
Yeah.
I went out to White House Station to pick up a side table for our house from 1840. Little old piece of furniture my wife wanted. And I'm on Route 22, so I got off 78. It got me onto Route 22 out there.
Yep.
And I'm sitting at this light waiting for the red light to turn, like the arrow to turn green so I could turn left across traffic.
Yes.
You following me so far?
Off to get off 22.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like a left arrow green so I could cross the traffic, off of 22. And I'm there for like 7 minutes straight and it's not changing. It's just red.
And
And
you're actually in a turning lane.
Yes. And
Okay.
I watched it cycle through twice and I was like, what is going on? I was like, am I being pranked?
I've been
So
stuck like
the
that
next
before.
one, I just ran it. As soon as the green light went straight from my
worst
side.
case, you get pulled over. You're like, it's not changing.
So I go to this lady's house to buy this table. I'm like, what's with your traffic lights around here? And she goes, oh, you drove up too far past because there's the line.
So you were
Right.
past the line.
Yeah, she's like, if you creep even just a little bit past the line,
It's not going to read it.
it doesn't sense that you're there.
That
And
makes
she's like,
sense.
there's people that just sit there for like 20 minutes. They just don't know what they're waiting for. So that made me laugh since we were talking about traffic lights. I got stuck in White House Station last night. All right.
If only there was a circle.
If only there was a circle there, none of this would
You would
be.
have saved 15 minutes of your life.
Absolutely. Hey, should we do a little mailbag action before we get into the news?
Oh, yes.
I think we should crack that thing open, see what the people are up to. And Josh Chomick, if people want to call into the mailbag, why don't we give them the number?
Guys, give us a little update on your lives. Tell us about New Jersey. Share some thoughts, opinions, concerns.
Who are you voting for?
Who you're voting for. Thoughts on Jordan's hair. Whatever it may be. Call into the mailbag. It's very simple. The number is
908 67 99 99 3.
Hey guys, so Garden State, a lot of empty real estate out towards Phillipsburg, but Googleable fact, there were at least 6 shooting incidents in Phillipsburg in August.
that's the call. Cool.
Wait a
Great
second.
call.
Great call.
Hold on. So Phillipsburg's is a little bit ghetto.
I mean, like, there's shootings in every town, right? For the most part.
He said 6
He
shootings in
said
a month.
6 shootings incidents in Phillipsburg in August. In August alone.
Bro, if you're in a neighborhood where you got 6 shootings in a month, that something's going on.
Is that true? Did you want to fact check him?
He said it's Googleable. So
let's Google it.
We can look this up.
As of October 2025, there have been several recent shooting incidents in Phillipsburg. A murder suspect was arrested on October 8th. Okay, so that was a fatal Newark shooting, and he was found and arrested in his apartment in Phillipsburg.
Ooh, so it didn't happen in Phillipsburg.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. A fatal shooting on Summit Avenue. A man identified as Kevin Clerville was fatally shot multiple times outside his home on Summit Avenue. The suspect, that sounds like someone was shot and killed. I want to see, hold on, because I'm thinking Phillipsburg is like farmland. I want to see what Summit Avenue in Phillipsburg looks like. Is that bad curiosity?
No.
Like, is this like farm boys are just driving around and shooting each other?
There is like a little small like downtown area.
Is there?
Yeah.
I mean, they have
It's like on
that
the-
whole strip right there with like all the shopping centers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I had no idea.
Like when you think of Phillipsburg, you're like, oh, like wide open country land. But no, you have like small neighborhoods like this.
This is looks like you're getting down near like Trenton Camden area almost. The sort of vibe. Interesting. I would have never known. I would have never known Phillipsburg has some.
So I guess this caller called in because we were just like, oh, Phillipsburg, oh, country land. Let's move out there. It's so beautiful.
And he's
then
saying don't.
He's like, there's shootings. People are dying there in
Just,
August.
there's 6 shootings.
That is
it.
crazy though. I would never have expected that. But hey,
Maybe it's not a spot to move. Maybe it's a dangerous area. Phillipsburg, Alpha, that whole section in New Jersey.
well, it depends. You go get some real land.
Yeah,
You
like
gate it off.
if I were to live out there, I'm not living in a house just right next to someone else. I want to get some land. I want
Yeah.
like 5 acres, 10 acres where I have my own spot where it's private.
Fenced in, security system,
The white picket fence,
chain
the
gun on
ketchup
the
fights,
on the roof.
all the above.
Why is that a fantasy? Like in a zombie apocalypse, I want a farm with like 10 acres and I want a massive machine gun on the roof where I could just mow down the zombies.
Would you
that's
want
my
that,
ideal.
or would you actually prefer to live in like a crowded neighborhood so then like you have more people to like fight, and
No,
also
dude.
there's
No,
more
they could turn,
there's more
though.
distractions for
No,
everyone
'cause
else to get
they're
attacked.
already. You never
When on
watched The Walking
farmland,
Dead.
everyone's gonna walk and surround your house, and then what are you gonna do?
Forget the zombies for a second, okay? Let's say a zombie apocalypse happened. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have shortages on fuel and energy because there's nobody bringing you. You know, the oil. American Water isn't working to run the pump house to get water to your house. So the essentials, oil, right, like gas for your house, water. These things, for even the people that aren't zombies, is going to be an outright war, which is why you don't want to be near people. You want to be on your own farm with a well, with solar powered, and a machine gun on your roof, like a chain gun.
But you're gonna be able to take on hundreds of zombies.
No,
while
no, no.
they're-
I'm saying like worst case scenario, you hop up there. That's the final stand.
So
But, like-
you'll eventually go, but you're gonna go down with a fight.
Well, if I gotta go, that's how I'm gonna go.
Got it. I think it's scarier that
In
way. With like
Phillipsburg.
everyone just coming to attack you because they see like you're the only one there. Let's get this guy. He's by himself.
No, I think it depends on the type of zombie. Have you guys heard about this? There's like people that talk about what type of like the different zombie movies and how some zombie movies zombies are kind of
I've
like
seen this. Yeah.
yeah, they're like kind of slow and
Yeah.
dumb.
Well, that's like The Walking Dead. They're just like super slow. I'm like, how do you even get killed by them?
Yeah.
They're like,
I got the solution. Landmines.
there you
That's-
So
go.
you
Yeah.
see them walking up and you just hit a button and boom.
No, or the
all
ones
done.
they
Yeah,
step
they
on.
just step on it.
They step on it and they blow
Oh
up.
yeah, 100%. You're right. Yeah, landmine.
Yeah, that'd be great, guys. Let's
They step on it.
how about next weekend? Okay, let's do one more mailbag here. That was
Okay. Yeah, we'll do this mailbag. This is something like we mentioned quickly last week, and then we could actually go from this mailbag to that story, Josh, if you want to just
Okay.
reorder yourself really quickly. But yeah, we mentioned this trend going around New Jersey last week's episode, and we had a
Should we
listener-
intro just briefly for if for the listeners over the age of 30 that don't know what the kids have been up to, if they didn't listen to the last episode.
Yeah, the kids are pissing everywhere.
Kids have made a social media trend of peeing in public in New Jersey.
It's all over the state.
So we got a mailbag about this, and then we have a news story related to it. So that's the preface, so you're not totally caught off guard by this voicemail. Go
Oh
ahead, Josh.
yeah.
Hi, Josh, Dawson, Jimmy. This is gonna sound weird,
He forgot about you, Jordan.
I know. That's
but I know you'll know what I mean. I'm calling about the NJ pisser accounts that you were talking about on last week's episode. Anyway, I live about, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes from Montclair State University. And I don't go there, but I have a couple of friends who actually go there. And yeah, there was a Montclair State University pisser, MSU pisser account that I think has since been taken down. But I think the deal with these pisser accounts is that it was originally like a joke with the water bottle, but then it was, because I heard it was a joke with the water bottle, but then some people actually started pissing. And they said there was this kid, I think he was a, sophomore in, MSU, who ended up taking a joke way too far and actually, whipping it out and kissing on one of the campus shuttle buses late at night when he was the only one on there. And I think the account I saw a video, but I think the account got taken down and the kid got expelled.
Oh, man.
And got his scholarship, revoked from Montclair State University.
I mean,
So, yeah. Anyways, love the pod. Love what you do. Bye, Josh, and Jimmy.
Thank you. What's this listener's name I just called in? Did he say?
No, he always calls. I forgot his name.
I want him to be the man on the street. I want him to be
love
like
that.
our man in the field, and he just calls in and gives a rundown like that.
That was great
So-
intel right there. Thank you so much for that call.
Again, if you're tuning in and you're like, what did I just listen to? What is going on with the youths? Yeah,
that
this
was
is
great.
what the kids are up to. And to do it on a bus,
Yeah, campus shuttle. Like,
they
you're
got
going to get
cameras.
caught.
They got cameras on those things.
What are you doing?
Yeah, but nobody else is on there. I mean, I'll give him a pass.
I mean, I get it if it's an emergency, like you got to go. But if you're doing it intentionally and you're filming it for TikTok, you can't be doing that.
I've never had to go so bad that I pee on a bus.
No, I've never had like an emergency like that.
I would just
no.
jump off the bus when
I
you
would
get
tell the
there.
driver, I'd be like, hey, especially if I'm the only one, and me and the driver would be like, hey, brother, please pull over. I have to just go really quickly. I'll take 2 seconds. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But this kid, I guess, was trying to be funny for TikTok, and he gets scholarship revoked. I don't know, like how true this is.
I mean,
but, like,
that's pretty stupid.
Come on, like you're about to get a scholarship, and you're doing these trends. Grow up.
Yeah, that's
How would you
really
explain
dumb.
that to your parents? What would you say when you called them?
I mean, you gotta lie.
You got to be like, I was framed.
Yeah,
Like,
was
Mom, I had
framed,
to
or
go- I had to pee
go
so bad, yeah.
Oh,
I peed my pants, and they,
That's good. That's
Yeah,
smart.
that's it.
Yeah, you'd be like, it was unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
I
dude.
just.
it was an accident. All this stuff. It was like, and then now they're saying I did it on purpose.
Yeah, but when your parents go, wait, but there's a video on social media. You posted of you doing this.
and you say I don't know who. That's AI. That's what you
That's
say.
got to be AI. Like
gotta
they're
be.
framing me.
Listen, I was running.
Deny.
I was running in Cranford last night, and it was like getting dark, like right at sunset. So it was like at the end of my run, it was dark. I was near the park, and I saw like 2 Cranford kids. And immediately in my mind, I'm just like, are these the kids that were
pissers.
posted?
You should have asked them. They
Are
probably would have died laughing.
Yeah, because they probably know about the Cranford pisser account, because this kid goes around to schools and parks and pees everywhere. It's disgusting. But like, I was about to be like, yeah, I was like, hey, like, what do you guys know about this account? Like, are you guys about to film something? Like, what's about to go down here? Because I don't trust any of these kids anymore.
Have you seen the one guy who's peeing in mailboxes?
No, that's a thing too.
Yeah.
People
See,
are
this is
sick,
ridiculous.
man. What is going on?
What are we doing?
That one's good.
So
though.
look,
that one's really good.
We do have a news story
Oh
on
my
this. So there's
gosh.
a New Jersey principal. I mean, I want to read the headline, then I'm going to give some thoughts on this, obviously, like we always do. But I have a lot of thoughts. A New Jersey principal is condemning a TikTok challenge that involves students peeing in public.
Why are these kids peeing in public places?
So I wanted to give one quick
How
thought.
bored are these kids?
Just based on the headline. When has a principal ever made a statement and the kids go, you know what? Yeah, he's right. I feel like if we want the kids to stop, the principal should just be like, keep doing it.
And then they'll stop.
Yeah, and then they'll stop. Because the principal is like, that is the person they're gonna revolt
Yeah,
against.
now they're
And-
just
that
like,
is
oh,
true.
game on. Let's just make
yeah,
it
they're
even
like,
worse.
oh, the principal, like you're a principal. You don't like it? Oh, guess what? We're gonna do it.
I guess he's threatening the kids, being like, if we catch you, you're gonna get expelled or you can get arrested.
Yeah, so
Trying to put the fear of God into these kids.
it says Barnegat High School principal Patrick McGee sent a letter home to families on Monday, October 6th, speaking out about the pee challenge, where people film themselves urinating in public after the trend recently appeared in our school community.
And this is all over New Jersey, by the way. This story is just about Barnegat, but like this is happening all over the state.
In your town, this is probably happening.
Yeah, just like there's these pisser accounts all over TikTok and Instagram. It's ridiculous.
So it says this is a statement, this behavior is completely reprehensible. It not only damages property, I guess, but also creates serious health and safety risks for students, staff, and public. McGee said the school district is working with Barnegat Police to identify anyone involved in the behavior. Students who participate, attempt to participate, or simulate participation in this trend, which I guess would be the water bottle thing, they're simulating participation, will face strict school consequences. McGee said these consequences may include suspension, removal from school, and referral to law enforcement for possible prosecution.
Lock them up.
Yeah,
So,
but he's saying that even for people who do it with a water bottle, like,
Because I guess you're encouraged. Number one, they don't know if it's real.
I mean, you could tell by the stream.
Can you tell by the stream?
No.
No,
But
some of these streams.
Sometimes when they have like a triple stream going, you're like, there's no way.
Well, triple stream.
There's no way that's real.
what is going on with
Unless
the kids?
it's 3 kids.
Do you,
Like,
think, you guys think COVID ruined kids' brains? Like, it's just like Gen Z, the sense of humor is so odd that it makes you go, what happened?
I'm not gonna lie though. Like if we were like 16, we would probably think this is hilarious.
Oh, of course. I mean, like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If I was
I
16,
still think it's funny. As long as you're not doing it like in pub, like when other people are around and on like a spot that people
I
go to
saw one of the accounts. It was
frequently.
during daytime on a playground.
Well, that's crazy.
Well,
But like if you're just like peeing in a random spot at night, it's like
part of
Not
why
really
it's
hurt
funny
anyone.
is there's 2 reasons why it's funny. The way they phrase it, where like, what do they put over the video when they post it?
Well, it's also the sound they use.
The sound, but
The
also and then-
harbor, whatever the
well, and it
whatever
like
that
their
sound is.
usernames are like the Union County Pisser, or it's just
Yeah, the Cranford pisser. the
but like
Summit
to
pisser.
me, it's funny because they find local iconic locations to do it at.
that's the
So,
thing.
like-
That's what makes it big.
So they'll be like Nomahegan Park.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we go to the big local park.
they're peeing on the bridge.
What do people comment on these videos, Jordan? Like, what's the common comment you see?
I don't even read the comments on those videos. They randomly show up on my For You page.
I saw
Just
some
like,
comments where like some people were
weird.
like, "Tonight's the night you get caught," or like stuff like that. And
It is really dumb, but there's some where I thought were
I'm
funny.
always thinking, I'm like driving at night now in town. I'm just like, anytime I see a teenager, I'm just like, all right, what's this kid up to? Like, I don't trust this kid. Like, is he about to film himself peeing?
Yeah, but I think this
crazy.
all stemmed. I mean, this has been going on for a while on TikTok, where there's some guy, I think he's called like the Scenic Pisser or something, where he just goes to these really like beautiful places, and it's just you just see a stream of pee as he's like
This is so
as
odd.
he's showing the area.
Listen.
I think that's where it stemmed from. 'Cause I've seen those videos a long time ago.
I can't fault. Okay, so like, there's more harmful kids there's more harmful things that the kids could be doing than this. This is definitely strange, but if you look across all time, what teenagers get up to, if this is the worst prank they've got, Gen Z's pretty tame, I feel like.
Oh, of course, they're not like putting people in harm or they're not like destroying property. Well, I don't know.
According to that principle, they are. So
Yeah, by peeing on a playground. Which
I
is
mean,
unacceptable.
it's gross.
It's disgusting. If it is true, if it's not a water bottle.
Yeah,
but
if it's
still,
a
like,
water
you don't
bottle.
know. I feel
I
like
think
some
the
of these kids are
majority of
actually
them-
doing it.
The majority are definitely water bottles.
Probably, yeah. But like one of the quotes here in the article says, the principal said for students who follow, share, repost, or promote the trend, well, you're in trouble. Urine.
That's good.
URINE.
That's crazy
did
though.
he really say that?
That's what the article says.
Did he spell
Urine.
it like that?
Yes. You're in trouble.
Wow, maybe I like this principle.
He gets it. Like,
gets it.
I
But
get
just
it.
for reposting it or liking it, you could get in trouble with the school.
I guess because they don't want these things to grow. So like, I guess they see these kids like repost.
But how does the school take like action against kids for liking something on social media?
You can't make martyrs. You can't make a martyr of a kid that's peeing on a playground, because then you're gonna. If you squash one pisser, a million pissers will rise.
Well, that's when the poopers come out. And
Well, guys,
that's
okay.
way worse.
Guys, listen. This is what we'll end the article here, but this is what they're trying to prevent. They said the trend hasn't been limited to just New Jersey. A high school in Missouri has had to close its bathrooms because students were peeing on the floor. While police in Bristol, Connecticut wrote on social media last month, our department is aware of a nationwide social media trend of people claiming to be urinating in public places. So in Missouri, kids are like going into their bathrooms at their schools and just peeing on the floor.
Hold on, that was always a thing in high school. You ever go
What,
in a high school
peeing on the
bathroom?
floor?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
always pee on the floor. In high school.
No,
Pee
not
on
in
the
my
walls.
Dude,
Really? You guys
kids
had
would-
that in your school?
Kids would go crazy in those high school bathrooms.
Kids weren't peeing on the floors though.
High school bathroom was the least politically correct environment I've ever been in my life.
I think the worst of ours was like kids like doing graffiti on the stall walls, but like not
swastikas
peeing.
on the walls. Like kids, I think, especially high school boys, they go, what could trigger the greatest emotional response from people when they're in this stall?
I guess so.
Well, the worst was pooping in the urinal.
Why?
Yeah, I saw that before. Kids are crazy.
Oh, in the urinal. Yeah. That was bad.
I think we got to move on from the story, guys. I think we've given the people enough images to start.
Hey, that's the update on the youth of New Jersey, so everyone knows we're in good hands.
Yeah, the future is in great hands here.
We're going to be all right.
These kids and our college students apparently at Montclair State as well. All right, moving on to some positive news. TD Bank is introducing dog ATMs in 2 New Jersey towns this month.
So the dogs can be included when you go to the bank and withdraw some cash.
A trip to the bank just got a lot more exciting for New Jersey dogs who accompany their owners on errands in at least 2 towns. More than a year ago, Philadelphia TD Bank debuted its dog ATM, which stands for Automated Treat Machine. The patented and trademark design involves a motion sensor mat, which dispenses a biscuit-style treat for each canine customer. This month, TD is launching dog ATMs in 2 New Jersey towns as it brings the total number available to 14 along the East Coast from Maine to Florida. A recent dog ATM launch in Boston gave us a sneak peek of what to expect, if you want to throw that video in, Josh Chomick in the clip. Over the next 2 weekends, New Jersey will see promotional launches of its dog ATMs with giveaways and treats for humans and for canine family members. So the 2 locations are going to be Cranford, right on South Avenue over there. In Cranford, during event hours, subject to availability and on-site, caricaturists will sketch a portrait of visitors and their dogs. And then Elmwood Park. So they're going to have an adoption event with Good Karma Dog Rescue, as well as a doggy food truck. First come, first served. So what do you guys think?
Hear those good news stories we were talking about.
I personally think this is bad news.
Why?
Whoa.
I don't want your dog in public spaces anymore. Go to the dog park.
Wow.
I don't want
take.
to. I don't want to be in a supermarket and I see your dog. I don't want to be in the bank and see your dog. These dog owners with their fur babies have gotten out of hand. We got to put them back.
Fur babies.
Listen. We need to start letting dogs sleep in the backyard
Okay,
again.
if you had a dog and you were going to get cash out of the bank, the ATM, like on your normal walk, Josh, what are you going to do?
You tie it up outside
And
like
let
a
him
normal
go to,
human.
and let him go to the dog ATM now. Get a biscuit. He'll be so happy.
Well, here's the thing: is the dog ATM inside the bank or outside the bank?
It's got to be inside like that little.
Yeah, it's probably
area when you
inside.
first
I
go
don't
in.
want it. I don't want it.
Look how cool it looks. It looks freaking
I'm
awesome,
tired
dude.
of dogs invading my space. I am a dog lover. I love dogs. I love dogs more than a lot of people. Dogs are great. You hang out with a dog and it's like it's a good time.
But like, come on, look at little Sparky over here. Imagine you just bring your dog, get a free biscuit. The dog's gonna be in such a good mood on the rest of the walk while you get your cash. Like, what's the big deal?
I think the big deal is I'm not playing cover for a massive bank with good PR and good charitable PR about dogs. You want to do something good, TD Bank? Why don't you stop having crazy interest rate, issuing crazy loans to regular American people?
This could be a cover up. This could be a cover up.
It's just PR. What are we doing? Like, this is like Adolf Hitler gives out dog treats. That's what we're doing here now.
Wow. It's that.
Good for you. Adolf Hitler did love dogs.
Did he?
Yeah,
well, he loved water too. That was crazy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What were you going to say, Jordan?
So they should have an ATM for orphans. Wouldn't that be a lot better?
So
then the orphans could get money?
No, they could get food.
Okay.
Jordan,
yes.
write that down.
And
You call it
it's a great
AFM.
idea. Maybe you should pitch it to TD
Automatic
Bank.
food machine.
So, well, no, but Jordan makes a good point here. Because this is.
I mean, at this point, make it for the little kids too. Like maybe like a lollipop machine
you
or
have
something.
a lollipop.
If you're gonna do it for dogs, you got to do it for everyone.
A
And cats.
lollipop ATM would be a way cooler idea than a dog ATM.
Think about you're bringing your daughter to the bank. Like your daughter's bored, she doesn't want to go to the bank. Hey, here's an ATM machine that you can get a lollipop. Go take care of your business while I get my cash.
You know what? What it really comes down to is I'm just sick of the way people are treating their dogs like kids. If I see people going to take their dog to church to get it blessed by their priest,
yo, that's crazy.
it's time to have a baby. It's time to have kids
That's
like your
crazy.
parents did. It's time to grow up. It's time to stop treating your dog like it's a human.
Does every church do that? Like all these like Catholic churches doing that now?
No, I
or
think
is it
it's
certain ones.
I think it's certain like Protestant churches.
Because I've seen it like from time to time, like in New Jersey, of like being able to go and bless your dog or
Oh
whatever.
no, I think some Catholic churches do it as well. It's
crazy.
Nonetheless, I love dogs. Dogs are like ice cream. Ice cream is wonderful. Nothing not to like about it. But if you had this one friend and every time you're around him, he's like, "Hey, let's eat ice cream," and you do it 4 times a day, you'd be like, "Dude, stop with the ice cream.
Well,
it's
number
too
one,
much.
it's too much. It's not healthy.
It's unhealthy. There's a
Lot of
time and a
dairy.
place for dogs, and it's not when I'm trying to make a $10,000 withdrawal to buy a car or whatever.
Wow.
Like, I don't want to see Sparky. Your dog.
So I'm just saying,
I don't know.
when you have a dog, because you're gonna have
Yeah.
a dog one day, and you're walking downtown, you're getting your cash, instead of just like leaving the dog outside to just chill for a second, wouldn't you want your dog to maybe just get a little biscuit? Here's a little fun. Little
I think if it was my dog, I probably would like this.
See?
That's the hypocrisy. But to me, as somebody that's not my dog, it's like, it's not even about TD Bank. This wouldn't even bother me if I went in a bank and saw a dog. Oh, but overall, I think our relationship with animals has gotten weird in the West in the last 20 years.
Yeah, it's gotten way too extra.
People with dogs are weird. It's just you're being weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. I think we've let things go too far. And TD Bank, if you want to do something good, dog biscuits cost a penny a biscuit, probably, if that. Why don't you go help the poor, poor human beings that are starving? Like
That's what I'm saying.
to Jordan's point. Why don't you stop having predatory loans issued to families that have crazy interest rates? Why don't you do things that actually matter?
Yeah, how much did it cost them to like actually make this whole ATM machine setup? Lots of money. Lots of money.
$5,000 maybe?
A lot more than that, Josh, to build it. It's a whole machine. It's an actual like ATM machine, but for biscuits. It's a big deal.
Maybe I'm being a hater. Am I being a hater?
Yeah.
You think so?
But Jordan also said they should make one for orphans, so maybe TD Bank is
they
being
should have
haters.
both. They should have both.
Why is orphan like I think of like the 1920s?
That's what I think
Orphan.
too. That's what I think too.
They're
when I hear
Like,
it.
is an
Rags.
orphan still a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
A foster child. Is
Yeah.
that the same thing as an orphan?
Same
No,
idea.
I mean,
Right?
kind of.
I would say so.
I mean, a foster child like gets taken in by a family, whereas an orphan, I guess.
Oh, okay. An orphan is a term for a child that's lost both parents.
True.
Okay.
Okay.
So if your parents,
Wait, so what if your parents like gave you up? Like you didn't lose them. What are you considered?
then you're a foster child.
Okay,
That's a foster child.
gotcha.
So ATM for orphans and foster child.
Well, I guess the foster kids can have
Jordan,
one
keep
too.
working on that. Maybe,
Guys, you
gotta have
maybe
two
you might
separate
make some
ones.
money
Listen to
there.
people here. I think I just triggered a lot of people with that. I think we got to chill with the dogs. Sparky.
I'll take a picture. I'll go to the Cranford ATM this week and I'll take a look and see what's going on there.
Do it. You should stop by and get a video to go viral.
I'm gonna get a biscuit for myself. You think that's allowed?
The older,
Hey, can I have one of
Walking
these?
with a tail.
The older millennials would love it, and they're really the biggest problem in America right now. Older millennials, they're like the Reddit users that are like 39, like they're like 37 to 43 right now. That age group, they're wacky.
Yeah.
They're like really into their fur babies. They're the Disney adults for the most part. They're the ones that like they just got to grow up and have kids and move on with life. But most of them, some of them have done that, but most of them are just really like still sharing Bad Luck Brian memes. And you're like, dude, that hasn't been funny for 12 years. Like, time to move on.
I haven't heard Bad Luck Brian in a long time.
Like, they still think cat jokes are funny. You're like, dude, enough.
Enough.
Time to move on.
I've seen this 10 years ago.
All right.
All right.
The only
on to
thing
the
worse,
next.
and the only thing worse than a dog is a cat. So,
It's true. You know what's funny though? You were more upset about this than the kids peeing in public.
because that's the
Wow.
kids, man. Like,
Let
look,
the kids have fun.
dogs pee in public. Nobody says anything.
They say he's peeing in the bank.
And sometimes dogs poop in public and people don't pick it up and I step in it.
Wait, that's true. Now that the dogs can go into TD, they could probably
Hold
poop
on.
in the bank. Imagine you're walking in to just get some cash and you stepped in dog poop. That's
Not a good look.
that would ruin my weekend.
I'd close my account. I'd say, sir, give me my money. I'm closing my account.
Are you guys do any of you guys use TD or no?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm a Wells Fargo guy.
Ooh, that's
Wells
not a good
Fargo
one.
and our business Chase.
My first bank account I ever had was it wasn't TD Bank. It was at Commerce Bank.
Commerce, yes.
And it was the one in Cranford.
Yes.
That was where I went to
I
open the
forgot
account.
they changed.
Yep.
That was a big day in town.
I used to have the Commerce Bank piggy bank, the big red C.
Yeah, I was about to say I had that too.
Good times.
And then the Canadians came in and stole it from
Is it
us.
Canadian?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's,
screw the Blue Jays.
Let's
That's all I'm
move
gonna say.
on to another story here. We've spent way too much time on this. Cranford's police chief is warning against online speculation in the deaths of the 2 teen girls, causing backlash from some locals. Yeah, so if you don't know, if you didn't hear the story, we didn't actually cover it because it was closer to home for us, and we went by the area where this happened. It just didn't seem right to make a video about it to me personally.
Josh and I went. We went to go see the memorial like 2 days after it happened, and we live nearby, and so this definitely hit very close to home. It was very, very tragic in Cranford. But I walked up to the memorial and I saw like different newscasters there, like interviewing some of the kids, and it's just like I was like, let the kids mourn, like let the people mourn, like all these like. What are the people called? Like newscasters, field reporters. The field reporters. They're like asking these kids all these detailed questions. I'm like, let the kids just be. Like, these people are such snakes.
What people need to understand at home is that these people don't care about the news. They care about striking while the iron's hot and being the first to have the story.
It's all about the views. Yeah,
they want to have a really good story, and they'll go up to kids mourning 2 teen girls that got ran over by a car. And they'll go like, "How are you feeling in the wake of the incident?" And the girl's crying and can't formulate a sentence.
Stupid.
It's immoral. But
like people were asking us like, "Why didn't we cover it?" Because it's been covered by everyone else, and we're not doing it for the views. That's why. What else is there to say? So
here's what's going on now. So for the first time since the 2 teenage girls were mowed down and killed by an alleged stalker, the Cranford police chief is speaking out about the investigation, urging residents to be patient and not to speculate about the case on social media. Neotis and Salas, those are the last names of the 2 girls that were killed on September 29th when a driver crashed into them while they were riding their bikes in the street. The suspected driver of the SUV, also a 17-year-old, has been charged with 2 counts of murder. Both Cranford Mayor Terrence Curran and Police Chief Matthew Nazzaro spoke about the case at the beginning of Tuesday night's meeting. Several theories online have talked about the alleged killer's connection to the girls and his potential motivation. Both the mayor and the police chief addressed those claims on Tuesday. There are no words that can truly ease the pain of such a devastating loss, and our entire community is grieving, Curran said. I know many of us are feeling shaken, heartbroken, and searching for answers, but it is in times like these that it's important that we come together to support one another with compassion and kindness, and to stand united against those who try to use this tragedy to sow division. Nazzaro, meanwhile, asked residents for patience as his department and the Union County Prosecutor's Office continue their investigation. As members of the community, we share a collective responsibility to seek justice for the victims, Nazzaro said. However, we must emphasize the importance of refraining from speculating about the facts of the case on social media. Misinformation can spread quickly and complicate the investigation, potentially hindering the pursuit of justice. So, I guess this upset some locals. You know, people want answers and they want them now, and they're not happy with this.
Yeah, because this kid was stalking one of these girls for months apparently, and a lot of the locals are now blaming the Cranford police for not doing anything, and as a result of not doing anything, that's why this kid was able to kill this girl and her friend. So that's the outrage right now. They're like, why didn't you guys do anything? Did you guys just ignore that the girl put a restraining order against this kid? Like, what's going on? And the locals want all the answers.
But how are the police gonna? This is where like, how are the police gonna know if this kid is driving past their house? It's not like when you have a restraining order. There's like a,
like a magic
an
force
Apple,
field.
Yeah, an Apple tracker on your car that's gonna alert the police that you drove by the house. You know what I mean? Like that. That's where people get. What realistically could the police have done in this specific instance? Unless when information comes out, it comes out that moments prior, the people called the police, the families, and said, "Hey, he's coming over with the car." You know what I mean? Like it feels like, when people are outraged, full of emotion, they expect, I think, things to exist that just don't exist.
Yeah, I think it comes from like them saying, Well, rumors are now. This is why, like, they say not to expect it, because the rumors, people are saying that this kid was like, he on his live stream, because this kid used to live stream. Like, he called one day, he called in for like a pizza order to the girl's house and trying to prank them. Another one was this kid would come and park outside the girl's house and just watch them.
Yeah.
And so it was just events leading up to the murder where they're just like, why wasn't this taken care of?
Yeah.
And that's why people are mad.
What's the consequence for violating a restraining order? You go to jail, you get a fine.
It could be a bunch of things. I think it all depends on like the severity of the case.
I think it also depends on the fact that he was a minor. I feel like that would also play a role in that.
Jail or prison time, significant fines, probation, or required participation in counseling or domestic violence cases. So under New Jersey law, 17-year-olds cannot apply for a restraining order unless they're emancipated or if they've been the victim of domestic violence at the hands of someone they have or are expecting a child with, or someone they have dated. A Change.org petition is calling for the state to lower the requirement from 18 to 15 years old. The petition claims that the current law unfortunately leaves teenagers vulnerable to harassment and stalking by other teenagers. The ineffective nature of no-contact orders for minors underscores the need for stronger legal protections. The petition has over 4,600 signatures. Officials haven't identified the suspect because of his age, but in a Facebook post last week, Christopher Battaloro, the chief of police in nearby Westfield, shared that he was related to the suspect, but he is not my son and not a member of my immediate family. So that's where it gets even more complicated. So many people had conspiracies about the Westfield police chief being in on this, and then he came out and he's like, look, this isn't my kid. You know, he's my nephew, and there's nothing I could really do about it. I mean, I think that was one thing that I felt was actually unfair in all this is like, I know there's a proclivity towards conspiracy nowadays. We all want to buy into conspiracies because the world it seems like we're lied to a lot. And I get that. But I feel like the Westfield police chief was unfairly dragged in this whole thing.
Yeah, there's
what
so
do you
many
think?
different...
You disagree with that?
No, yeah. Think about it. It's like you can't control like what this kid is doing, especially if he's not your son, and maybe he's just like a nephew that you don't really see too often, even though like you do live really close to them. Like you can't control the kid's behavior. It's like you fall into it. It could have been anyone.
I was talking to a cop about this, and he was laughing. He's like, "You think the Westfield police chief's gonna risk his $10 million pension, which is like really like when you're a cop in Westfield, your pension when you retire is worth millions of dollars. You think he's gonna risk his like millions and millions of dollars in pension money over his nephew? Like, no shot. He's gonna go like if you hang out with a cop and talk like this idea that there's like I don't know, like I think it doesn't make logical sense. This guy has his own family.
I think the locals are just more upset that this guy didn't do anything to stop his nephew over the months beforehand from stalking this girl.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do? He's the police chief in a different town.
Oh, of course. Yeah, maybe he had no idea about it.
It's like that's ridiculous.
But also, he in his statement he says he lives in that neighborhood near Burnside.
Yeah.
So like he said he knew the girls and stuff. So that's why people are upset at him. But it's unfair. At the end of the day, they can't say that.
But how do you know what was or wasn't done? Also, like this is where it's like,
yeah. That's why there's rumors, and that's why they're saying stop speculating. That's the whole point of this article. But
also, like, just because you're a police in another town doesn't mean you get to come to Cranford and like go. Let me stop by the station and go. Hey, I'm the chief in Westfield. Like, can you make? Like, maybe you could do that, but it doesn't even fully make. I don't know. I'm not like defending this guy because I don't even know that we'll find out all the details. But it just feels like there's a level here where people are expecting some like it's a conspiracy in the opposite direction. In one way, it's a conspiracy that he's protecting, and the other way, it's a conspiracy that like he should have been using his power and colluding with local law enforcement. Like it's the opposite of what they're expecting. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
So like in one way, they're saying he's clearly colluding with the Union County Prosecutor's Office to protect this kid. In the other direction, they're going, you should have colluded with the Cranford Police Department to stop this kid. That's not his job in either direction. It's inappropriate either way.
But also, I want to bring up the point of under 17 years old, you can't file a restraining order against someone. So, like, do you think that law should actually be changed, like the Change.org article?
I think that law makes sense if parents are parents, but nowadays parents don't want to be parents. So, like, where's this kid's parents?
Yeah, that's a big question, too.
If I got a phone call, and my kids are really little, but if I get a phone call and my kid's 17 and the parent goes, hey, I just want to talk to you. Your kid's been showing up to our house, parking out front, ordering pizzas to my house, doing all this weirdness, I would sit down with my kid and put the fear of God in them and say, don't ever do that again.
Yeah, it's a
If
child.
if I hear you're doing that again, there'd be consequences. Something would happen. But people don't do that anymore.
It's the theme of our stories over the past 2 years with these kids. It's like, where are the parenting in their lives?
And again, this is where we don't know the details. Maybe the parents were at their wits' end with the kid. Who knows? You got to give some wiggle room in all these, because we don't know all the details.
Nope. And that's the whole point of the article. The police chief is just saying, stop speculating. We're taking our time. We're going to get you all this information, but there's a lot here, and we're just trying to figure it out. That's it.
I think we got to wait to see what happens. We got to, cooler heads got to prevail. We got to see what comes out. And I think a lot of times the law moves kind of slow, and I think sometimes that's intentional. They're probably building a case against this kid. And I, for one, like the local Facebook page drama. Like, I like to hear the conversation because people come up with really interesting theories about what's going on. I think that was where the Cranford mayor made a mistake. Because I think it's not really for people have freedom of speech. I guess you could encourage people like, hey, everyone, as your leader of this town, I would encourage you, cool it. But people also have the freedom to say whatever they want. They could go on and say and make up all sorts of, as long as they're not defaming someone.
Yeah.
Which there is a lot of defamation here for sure. But I don't know.
Nonetheless, 17-year-old about to turn 18 years old, murdered these two girls, driving 70 miles per hour, charge him as an adult, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume
100%. This is brutal, and it was terrible. I live nearby, and I remember that night, and I was working on my computer, and I heard helicopters, I heard all like the sirens, and I had no idea what was going on. And I got a text from Josh about it. It was just like crazy. So it definitely shook our whole entire community, and prayers to the family, because this is absolutely awful. And we got to pray that, everything works itself out. Justice is served.
It's horrible. It's horrible, and we'll have to just keep people updated on what happens there. So, the one last point on that article was the previous Cranford police chief, Ryan Greco, told NJ.com that in his opinion, police definitely had enough to charge the kid on the day of the crash. So there's conflicting now.
Oh, because they let him off, and that's when he went on the live stream.
Yeah. Which I didn't get that. Maybe we'll get. This is gonna be a Netflix
whose call
doc.
that was.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was
Union County prosecutor.
Or if that was Grant. Like, I don't know who makes that call.
So this last story, a New Jersey nursing director has been charged after assaulting an elderly resident and trying to cover it up. So
Don't mess with the elderly.
Yeah, this lady.
Don't do it.
There's video of this. Josh, you want to play that video for the people at home so they can hear what that sounds like? Because the audio alone will enlighten you on the situation.
You deleted my link.
I did?
Yeah, I can't find it.
Sorry.
Don't come to me. Don't come. He's not more determined than me.
What we're seeing there is a woman in like a doctor's coat swinging a broom at a man.
He's just whacking him with a broom.
Whacking him. And
it doesn't look like he was like about to stab her or anything, even though that's what the article said. Like what she said, she was being threatened, but it didn't look like it. You'll read the article, but
yeah. So Patricia Linda Ahono, 59 of Irvington, was captured on video hitting the man with a broom repeatedly. The footage was shared by Jersey Coast Emergency News and is highly disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
It is.
According to the court documents, the charges stem from a June 24th, 2023 altercation at the Crystal Lake Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center in Bayville. A nurse recorded the incident on video, which allegedly shows Linda Ahono hitting a male resident with a broom as the man's hands dripped blood. She is heard allegedly saying, "Call a staff member before I kill this man."
So she was saying she wanted to kill him.
Yeah, but you know what? The way she said it okay, I know you can't say that.
She's probably like frustrated with him.
Like the way she's saying is like, "I'm going to kill this man." Yeah. Like in a way where you're like, I know that you can't say that, obviously, but she's saying it in a way where it was. Is it hyperbolic? Is that the word I'm looking for, Jordan?
Yeah.
It was hyperbole. I don't think she was actually trying to murder the guy. But you can't say that nonetheless. Linda Ahono later filed an incident report claiming the resident tried to attack her with a blue dispensable razor. and that she used a broom to swat it away. Investigators said the video did not show the victim holding a weapon, and witnesses stated they never saw a razor in his hand. Linda Ahono is allegedly also claiming that police and emergency services were called and the victim was transported to the hospital. Staff members told investigators she instructed them not to call the police. After the video surfaced, the Berkeley Township Police Department and the Office of the Insurance Fraud Prosecutor's Medicaid Fraud Control Unit launched an investigation on December 21st, 2024. While officers were at the facility speaking to staff, Linda Ahono allegedly called a supervisor and was overheard saying, "You don't remember anything, right?"
So she's trying to cover it up.
This lady's crazy, man. So residents of adult care facilities need to be treated with respect and dignity and be safe.
100%.
That's Attorney General Matt Blacken. So here's what I was going to say on this.
I mean, if that was my grandpa and I saw someone whacking him with a broom, I'd be livid.
See, nursing homes are horrible places. You hear about stuff and see stuff where elder abuse is a real thing, and there's two groups in society that we really need to, I think, seek to protect, and that's children, of course, because they're vulnerable, and then the other vulnerable group is the elderly.
Yeah,
and I think even if someone's having a mental break and you're worried about them injuring you, which could be the case with this old man, allegedly, this is all alleged. We don't fully know the details.
You can watch the video.
You watch the video. It's not appropriate for you to be whacking an old man with a broom. It's just not appropriate. And I wonder how much of this stuff goes on that we just don't hear about.
I mean, I guess if he's like storming her with a knife or like a razor like she said he was, maybe, protect yourself.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
It doesn't look like it in the video. Like he even has a razor in his hand. So like, which one is it?
Who knows? And the greater point I was trying to make is I think that horrible stuff goes on at nursing homes all the time. And
just cover it up. Look, she didn't want them to call the police. She wanted to cover this up.
Well, and how many of these elderly people don't have cell phones to be recording what's going on? Some of them probably do have cell phones, but like are quick enough to pull up the phone and record.
100%.
I think people get hit all the time. I think they get yelled at. They get scolded. And nursing homes are kind of evil. I know that they're like a necessary evil. People got to live somewhere, but I think for the most part, especially the ones that are state funded, they're
sad, man.
So, hey, on that note, that's the end of the episode.
I want to give a shout out to Rahway Hospital really quick. Yeah, because speaking of the elderly, my grandma, Baba Olga, huge fan of the Garden State. She's listening and watching this episode right now. Everyone wave. She watches on YouTube.
Baba!
Love you. She was at Rahway Hospital this past week, and I want to shout out her nurse. I forgot the nurse's name, but very, very nice woman, and she treated my grandma like a queen.
Wow.
And, shout out to them. I always hear good things about Rahway Hospital and the nursing there. They're great. So she got a good one. So, it's people like that, man, that deserve everything.
Yeah, nurses are amazing. When my daughter
especially taking care of the elderly.
When my daughter went to St. Barnabas, the nurses were amazing. They were so kind, and it made me really appreciate nurses. So shout out to the nurses.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
You're talking about RWJ Rahway.
Rahway Hospital, yeah. Is that what it's called now? I don't know. I was born there when it was called Rahway Hospital, so I refer to it as Rahway Hospital.
Massive healthcare conglomerates have bought all our local hospitals.
It's crazy, man.
RWJ Barnabas.
When are you going to buy a local hospital?
I was thinking about that. That'd be a good portfolio scoop. Let me just buy a little hospital.
Sobo University.
Medical Center?
The Garden State Hospital.
The Garden State Hospital, straight up.
Guys, let's buy a hospital. Why haven't we thought about that yet?
Jordan, look into that this week?
Yes.
Yeah, can you make a note on that?
Yeah.
Good.
Let's just see what comes up.
Start crunch prices.
Crunch
Shouldn't
numbers.
be too much. We could take a loan out.
You know what is cool is there are forums online where you could buy people. Like there's forums online where people sell businesses.
Yeah.
So you could look up like businesses for sale. And we could just go, hey, what are we looking to buy here?
Yeah, is there anything like affordable that's like, let's see what, to end the episode, let's see what kind of local businesses
you want to see
sale.
what's for sale and see if maybe, like, here's a collectible toy vending machine business, $30,000. That's in Deptford.
Hey, great passive income.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you want to get a vending machine business? So Modern American Bistro and Bar in Jersey City's for sale for $420,000.
High traffic area.
So there's a lot for sale. Oh, here's one in Teaneck, an established liquor store / bar, strong legacy.
Ready for new leadership.
I mean, I think if we look long enough, we just need to get the funding, guys.
Should
And
get a laundromat.
I mean, what's that one that scroll up? It was like $10,000. What's that one?
$110,000.
Oh, 110. Sorry.
A Meineke car care center.
Wait, why are there so many collectible toy vending machines?
Probably the same posting over and over again.
They really want to get rid of it.
I would love to have like a vending machine.
I think it's a cool idea to just go, hey, let's just buy a business. I want to find a popular business and break it here. Okay, here you go. In Deal, New Jersey, a kosher supermarket and liquor store is for sale.
$10.5 million.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, must be nice to have money, right?
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, man. I would love to have money. So, you guys should look it up. Maybe we'll go buy a business. And
A lot of interesting businesses on this list.
Yeah, we should buy something. Maybe a hospital would be a good start, though.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
that
everybody.
seems like the easiest.
Thank you for listening to the podcast this week. We appreciate all our listeners. You guys are amazing. We'll be back next week.
Will we? We're on an every 2 week kick right now. I don't know. We might be back next week. Probably.
I really love recording when we're sitting here. It's just a matter of the news. So we are on a what's it called when you're working? I don't know. We're on a different schedule right now.
Yes. Depending on, if the news is crazy or not. We'll figure it out.
And with that, we will talk to you guys later. Have an amazing weekend.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.